absence of Tyreek Hill, Chiefs safety Justin Reid said to the NFL Network, the Chiefs offense is going to do what we always do. We're going to come out, we're going to put up 100 points. And he also said, we have the greatest football quarterback in the game. We're going to combine that with great football across the board, complementary offense, defense, special teams, and we're going to go out and win games. We're in the toughest division in the NFL. That's no secret. It's going to be fireworks every time anybody plays, and you're going to want to watch that. Now, Keyshawn, I have to ask you, fireworks aside, where do the Chiefs rank in the AFC without Hill?
I still think right now they're at the top of the heat. Although Cincinnati went to the Super Bowl and Buffalo is everybody on this show's favorite team right now, I'm sure. But Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, they've been there, they've done it. And when you look at the things that they're capable of doing, yeah, they're going to miss Tyreek Hill to a degree. A degree. They're going to miss him because he is explosive. He can go from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat. There's certain things on the field that he does that no one else will ever do. But at the same time, when you have complementary pieces that can do some things, when you have guys like Juju, who is not Tyreek Hill, but he doesn't have to be Tyreek Hill. When you bring in MVS, he doesn't have to be Tyreek Hill. You know, you still got Kelsey. You bring in Ronald Jones at the running back position, they're still going to score a whole bunch of points. They're going to do everything that they've always done. But until you can beat them, you only join them. Cincinnati beat them, but Cincinnati didn't finish the deal in the Super Bowl. And so I look at this team as still the class of the AFC today.
Yeah, with Tyreek Hill, we talk so much about speed, right? And, the Kansas City Chiefs need a speed guy to open things up for everyone else on offense. And I think very obviously Marquez Valdes-Scantling is not Tyreek Hill, but this is still somebody who in 2018 at the Combine ran a 4.37 40. That's speed you have to respect, right? So let's just go ahead and get that out there. And he also averaged 20.9 yards per catch in 2020. So as far as the deep ball threat, as far as the speed, it's still there. It's just there in a different version. Tyreek Hill is a unicorn. I know they call him a cheetah, but I'm going to call him the unicorn because players like that don't exist all that often. But as Key said, you can get those contributions for the Chiefs offense in a number of different ways, whether it is through Juju Smith-Schuster, whether it is still having Travis Kelce on your team and Marquez Valdes-Scantling in his own role. You just kind of have to divide up those responsibilities offensively, but he's got speed you have to respect.
I know this isn't supposed to be a Tyreek Hill topic, but you trying to pretend like all these players put together amounts to Tyreek Hill is a heck of a stretch, because Tyreek Hill is not just a speed guy, as I'm sure you know, which you just said. You said he was a unicorn, which suggests that he is like a combination of a bunch of really impressive things. I don't care what Marquez Valdes-Scantling ran at the Combine. He ain't doing what Tyreek does. He's not running. He's not taking a 5-yard pass to the crib in the biggest moment in the game. So that's why I have to at least wait until I see it from the Chiefs. They have to be behind the Bills to me because they were neck and neck. If we watched that playoff game, either team could have won that and no one would have blinked an eye. It was different when the Chiefs played the Bengals. It felt like the Chiefs fell apart in the second half, but it also felt like maybe the Chiefs were an all-around better team, but they had a really bad and confusing half. But it doesn't feel like, to me, while I have to give some credit to Tyreek Hill, that means the Chiefs are going to take a little bit of a step back offensively. The Bills, they're losing their offensive coordinator, but the key to the Bills offense and the way that Tyreek is the key to the Chiefs offense is Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, when Josh Allen was there before Stephon Diggs, we were like, Josh Allen, not really that good. He's all right. Stephon Diggs shows up. Back-to-back seasons, he has MVP caliber performances. So I expect that to continue even without Dayball, whereas I'm not as sure what will happen with Patrick Mahomes without Tyreek Hill. He won't be bad, obviously, but I don't know that I don't think they'll have the explosive offense that they're accustomed to having.
Yeah, you still have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, and I'll definitely clarify, I'm not saying MVS is Tyreek Hill, but I think the one thing that people want to criticize and say, well, you don't have this guy who was just this absolute track star on the field. let's put some respect on Marquez Valdez-Scantling's speed. Like, that is still there. It's still going to be a big part of this offense. Domonique, I'm on your side here. I think Buffalo is the most complete team in the NFL, let alone like the number one team in the AFC. And you have a receiver trio that might be the best in the NFL. Like, good on them and going out to get Jamison Crowder this past during free agency. I think it's a huge upgrade over Cole Beasley. So you've got Gabe Davis, who in that game scored 4 touchdowns, and Stephon Diggs. You have Jamison Crowder in the mix, too. You have an improved backfield. You have a tight end group that just brought in O.J. Howard. I mean, put those weapons up against any in the NFL, and I think that you will end up choosing the Buffalo Bills. They are certainly, for me, number one team in the AFC, number one, one of the top teams in the NFL, too. Super Bowl contenders, absolutely.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.